What's up, people? How you doing? I hope you guys are good. Do you like my hair? I just finished filming this hair video and I feel so pretty. I don't know what the weather is doing, so just pardon the look of my video. It will go dark, it will go bright. Just ignore, okay? Focus. Focus on this beauty. My eyes are up here. No, but seriously, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well because I'm doing amazing. So I want to answer some of your questions that you guys asked me on YouTube and compliments. I got lots of compliments as well. So thank you guys. Okay, you guys are lovely. You guys are so amazing. God brought you guys to my life and I don't take it for granted. Okay. Yeah. So the first one is Auntie Adeze. Am I auntie? Please, I'm not an auntie. I'm just a young girl, okay? I'm just a young girl. Please don't call me Auntie Adeze. I beg. Anyway, yeah. Auntie Adeze, I don't have any questions. I admire you so much, and I intend starting my own YouTube channel. Please, I need your encouragement. Okay. Yeah. When it comes to encouragement, I think the first thing and the best thing I'll tell you is just start. Okay. I don't know how many people I have told just start in the past few years. Some have listened to me, many have not, but that's the best I can tell you. Just start. What do you have to lose by just starting? Nothing. You have absolutely nothing to lose. If you start, you will quickly realize that, oh, YouTube is not for me or YouTube is for me. And then you move on. It's either you continue doing it or you stop doing it. You have nothing to lose. When you put out your first 1, 2, 3, 10, 20 videos, they might not be the best. You might not have the best camera, you might not have the best anything, but you are quickly learning. You are quickly learning. That's the best way to learn how to do YouTube. What exactly do you miss about Nigeria? I miss so much about Nigeria. I miss so much about Nigeria. The first one, which is like the most important, is that I miss my family, okay? I miss my parents, I miss my siblings, even though it's just one that is in Nigeria. But I miss being able to just, having the idea that I can just go to the village anytime that I want is something that I really miss. Even though when I was in Nigeria, how many times was I going? And even though here, technically, I can go to the village every 6 weeks if I want, or every month if I want. Now your money go talk, right? So yeah, but I just miss my family. I miss food in Nigeria. I miss the accessibility to food, like the type of normal Nigerian food. Like I haven't cooked vegetable soup in a long time. I haven't even eaten vegetable soup in a long time. The last one I ate was the one I brought from Nigeria, and that was like how many months ago? Maybe like 2 months ago. That's when I finished it. you know. But I really, really miss food. I miss the water. That's to tell you how bad water here is. I just miss that normal Nigerian water, at least. Although it depends on where you live too, but I just miss the fact that the water that comes out of the tap, for the most part, doesn't affect my skin. The next one is, Adabiko, tell me what you did to achieve this your new beautiful look. Is it new? I've always been pretty, okay? I've always been beautiful. It's not new. I know what you mean, right? I got some questions about weight loss. I think I'll answer it in a different video. Like I'll give you guys a detailed video about what I'm doing and what I'm not doing and stuff like that. But yeah, basically I have been on a weight loss journey practically for a year now. So yeah. I admire you so much, Adeze. Thank you. Your composure, your calm demeanor, your values, principles, outlook on life, and confidence, most especially. How did you become this person, and have you always been this way? How do you get by on days when you feel down or when things aren't going as planned? Stay beautiful, and my love to the girls. Oh, thank you. I think that when it comes to my demeanor or composure or whatever, I'm not that composed though. Make you not forget though. I'm not that composed, okay? Like, don't get it twisted. I can be an ajakaja if I want to, right? But for the most part, yes, like I understand what you mean. I think I have always been that way. It's my personality, because there's one story that my mom always tells all the time about how on my first birthday, I was very calm, very quiet, that I woke up from, I was sleeping, and then they woke me up to come, see people that were in my house for my birthday party. And I woke up and just entered the living room and was just staring at everybody. People were shouting, clapping, things that on a normal day will startle a child, will make a child either start crying or maybe laugh. For the most part, a 1-year-old waking up from sleep and just seeing this crowd and everybody making noise and shouting, most kids will be startled and start crying. My mom always says how people were like, oh, birthday girl, that kind of thing. I was just quiet, just looking at everybody. That story reminds me of Ava. Okay, anytime my mom tells that story now, or anytime I think about that story now, it reminds me a lot of Ava, right? So I think I have always been that way. But what has helped me over the years to build my confidence, my values, my principles, I would say the first thing is that anytime I look back, I'll think about the fact that as kids, we used to go to church a lot. But aside going to church a lot, my dad used to talk to us, and we used to discuss certain things with my dad. And I feel like, even with my mom as well, I feel like those things actually, those conversations basically shaped me to a large extent, right? I think that being a curious person, because I'm a very curious person, I read a lot about everything and anything, right? I feel like that has helped me shape my personality. I think I am naturally intelligent as well. Like, naturally intelligent, I think I am. So that has also helped me as well to basically sift through the bullshit. That has helped me as well. What else? I think it's just basically age as well. Okay, age has a huge part to play. I wasn't this confident years ago. Being on YouTube has also helped me a lot. So there are so many different factors. I think the schools I attended as a child as well, because I went to good schools. Not rich people's schools, so it's not about how much you pay as school fees, but I went to genuinely good school. And also the people I surround myself with has helped me a whole lot. Okay, if you check my circle in real life, even what you guys can see, I don't have anyhow person around me. Like, I don't gravitate normally towards anyhow people. I can be cordial with you, I can be normal with you, I can be friendly with you, but you will not be in my inner circle, and I will not be around you enough for you to affect me with your nonsense. Okay, I naturally gravitate towards intelligent, smart, hardworking people, right? Very intelligent people. Basically, I gravitate towards them. Okay, from my husband to my best friends to my sister, everybody that I surround myself with, they are good people. So I feel like to a large extent that helps keep me in check. Because let's not forget my parents' discipline as well, because there are things that I don't do now simply because of my parents. Like, at my big age, I used to just imagine if my mother hears that I did this or my father hears that I did that, like, how would they feel? That fear of disappointing my parents is still there. Even though I try to break free sometimes and do some nonsense sometimes, it still reels me back in. Okay, so I'm telling you all of these things to know that as a parent, you have a very large work job to do when it comes to your kids. Okay, raising your kids, you have a lot of work to do, okay, as a parent, because it really shapes who your children are. So the next one is, how do you afford being a stay-at-home mom in the UK, and why did you start losing weight? How much have you lost, and have you reached your goal weight? Okay, so how do I afford being a stay-at-home mom in the UK? To be honest, I think it's not me affording, it's my husband that is affording it, okay? So I'm able to be a stay-at-home mom in the UK because my husband can afford our lifestyle. Okay, so he can afford to take care of the home without my financial contribution, right? So basically, now man, they fund my lifestyle, okay? Hi, Ada, long time. Do you ever find yourself avoiding certain hot topics due to opposing views? Yes, okay? Yes, sister. I have avoided certain topics here for the longest time just because I feel like I'm not mentally ready to have that conversation with some people, okay? There are certain topics that I just avoid because we'll argue for days and I feel like at that point, I don't really have the correct, mind frame, or I'm not in the correct, like, states mentally to have that conversation and duke it out like seriously in the comment section. Because when I want to have some certain serious conversations, I do not want my comment section, I don't want to avoid my comment section, let me put it that way. I want when you put your point, I counter your points there, right? So yeah, there are certain conversations that I've actually avoided. Another one that I didn't avoid it, I actually covered that conversation, but I stopped myself from covering it further. It's about the topic of buying a house, right? Or building a house, right? So I was supposed to do like a mini series of, topics like that, buying. I did a video about buying, renting, and building, like the pros and cons of all of these things. And the comment section was just confusing to me, even though some people understood where I was coming from. But most people had useless things to say. I'm sorry to say, okay, in case you're not one of those people, but many people had very useless things to say, and I was like, I'm not ready for this. Okay, I'm not ready for this, because these are conversations that me as a young person, young but not too young, right, with a growing family, these are conversations that me, my husband, we've had with each other. We've also had with his friends. When his friends come around, when my friends come around, these are conversations that we have on a normal day about, whether you should buy a house, whether you should rent a house, whether you should build a house from scratch, where you should build, if you should build, if it makes financial sense or not for you to choose one of these options, right? So these are conversations that we have all the time. And on a normal day, with my demographic here, that is the people who watch me, the demographic of my viewers here, that is a conversation that I would love to have over and over, different angles, and stuff like that, right? But I don't know whether it's a Nigerian thing, or it's just a woman thing, or it's just I don't know what it is. But the feedback I got for that video was quite annoying to me. It was going in a direction that I personally do not like to go with, okay? Like, it sounded very childish to me. Some people's rebuttal, some people's comments about why I made the video to start with. And I was like, just go on YouTube. This is a conversation that so many channels have on a daily basis. Any channel that has to do with finance, any topic that has to do with growing as a family, as a young married couple, as a family, as a person who is making money, financial investment, financial decisions, and stuff like that. These are the topics that people cover all the time on YouTube, and nobody attacks them for it. But me, when I made the video, it started turning to, she's making the video because she does not have, or because she hasn't. And I was like, anyway, let me not even talk too much about it. But yes, you are very right. There are certain conversations that I avoid just because I don't want to hear what you have to say about it, or not because of even opposing views, right? I'm not really afraid of opposing views. If you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know that I'm not somebody who is afraid. In fact, I like opposing views. Make we they do come out for comment section, right? I don't mind. But when you are opposing from a place of ignorance, or you're coming at it from a stupid angle, I am not here to engage. So yeah, how do your kids communicate with their friends, Kobe, Kaito, and Adanna? Do you plan on letting them visit Nigeria to meet your friend Nelo, and they meeting her children once more? So how they communicate is on the phone, basically. Like, and do I plan on letting them visit Nigeria? Do you mean, do I plan on visiting Nigeria? Which one is letting them? Will I send them to Nigeria and I'll be here? So the next one is, hello ma, I love this your wig and you are so beautiful. I wish I had an elder sister just as beautiful, lovely, smart, and hardworking, just like you. I love you so much, ma, and always remain blessed. Okay, this is not a question, but this part where she said, I wish I had an elder sister. First of all, thank you so much for your compliments. I really appreciate it. But me too, I wish I had an elder sister. I really wish I had an elder sister. That's one thing that not that I envy per se, but when I see Nelo talk about her elder sisters and how they treat her and stuff like that, I'm like, I wish I had an elder sister too. But what I do is that I try to be that elder sister for my younger sister, right? But yeah, I wish I had an elder sister, to be honest. Considering all the gems and warmth you have shared with us, I'm going to ask a more negative question, negative in quotes, okay? Why the hell do you like Donald Trump? Let me ask you a question. Why do you not like Donald Trump? Like, why do you not like him? Okay, like, I think you should be the one to ask yourself that question. Why exactly do you not like Donald Trump? Is it because of what media is feeding you? Really think about it, because I like Donald Trump. Oh, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna pretend. I love the guy. I love listening to him. I love hearing him talk. He's such a funny person, and he's such a. I think I think one of the reasons why I like Donald Trump is the fact that he says things as they are. I feel like that is what we have missing in our society now. I'm not saying be rude though. He can be rude sometimes, so I'm not even gonna lie. He can be rude, and that's one thing with people who are very blunt. They can be rude. It comes with the territory, right? But I like people who say things as they are. No sugarcoating, no political correctness, no, just say things as they are, right? Aside the fact that he's funny and he's very bold and he's very brave, I also like the fact that some of the things that he has said that he wants to do, basically his policies and the things that he has said he wants to do as president, they align with my own values, okay? I'm not talking about his own personal values. I'm not talking about what he has done in the past or whatever. I don't really care about all those ones. I'm talking about the things that he says that he wants to do are things that align with my own personal values. And also, when I listen to him talk, I've watched his interview with Joe Rogan, the whole 3 minutes, 3 hours. I watched it every single minute. I was watching it. I've watched so many of his campaign, what they call the name, his speeches at his campaign rallies. Next time I listen to this guy, I'm like, can you just come and be the president of Nigeria? Can we just, if they reject in America, can you just come and be the president of Nigeria? He's the kind of person that we need in Nigeria. The next best thing is actually P2B, but P2B does not have the bravado. I don't know if that's what I'll call it. I feel like P2B is too nice for Nigeria, okay? P2B is too nice for Nigeria. But if you listen to P2B and if you listen to Donald Trump, they have so many things in common. And these men are billionaires, okay? They are billionaire businessmen that did not just get there by fluke, okay? People say, oh, Donald Trump, father gave him $100,000 a year. Do you know how many children are given more than that and have ended up as nobodies, have done nothing with it? You know, so people say, oh, P2B had this or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, basically, the reason why I like Donald Trump is everything I just said now. I don't like the other party, whatever, the Democrats. I don't know. I hate their policies. Some of the things they say just doesn't make sense to me. How can you make your whole campaign rally about deleting fetuses? How? Why? And for people crying, oh, he's taking away our rights. How? When? When did he ever say he's taking away anybody's rights? Which rights did he take away when he was president the last time? I don't get it, right? Even though this is a topic that, I like so much, I don't even cover it because, again, I don't even live in America, okay? It's just something I watch and I listen to for entertainment purposes. It doesn't really affect me. I don't want to go to America. It's not somewhere that when I'm thinking of vacation, I don't even think of America. When I'm trying to get visa, I've never thought about getting the American visa. So, concern me, basically. But I'm just saying that, if you listen to both sides, for me, the Republican side makes more sense to me. So the next one is, good evening, Ada. What's your view on unrequited love and how to handle it when you are in such situations? Okay. So first of all, for me personally, I don't really have so much experience with unrequited love. Okay. And that's because I think my personality has a huge role to play with it. Okay. In it. So naturally, I'm not a very loving person, okay? What do I mean by that? I'm not somebody who falls in love easily, maybe because I am very logical in my thinking most times. So too much logic, it doesn't really work well. Emotions and logic don't really work well, right? So even if my emotions are saying one thing, I always calculate, like, will it work? Will it not work? Does it make sense? Does it not make sense? Right? So I'm not somebody who falls in love easily, or even if I fall in love easily, I'm not someone who shows it easily, right? So what tends to happen with me is that I tend to attract people who actually like me, right? If you don't actually like me and you cannot work, because both in friendships and in relationships, if you don't actually really, really love me and you cannot work, because I don't give enough to support a one-sided friendship or one-sided relationship, okay? I don't personally, I know myself, I don't give enough to support I cannot carry a one-sided relationship, let me put it that way, where I'm the one doing more for the person. I can't, I don't have the capacity for that, okay? The way I am naturally wired, if I am doing for somebody and I'm not receiving back, my brain just automatically cuts off. Like, I just automatically shut down that part and move on. That's how I work personally, right? So yeah, I don't have experience with unrequited love because I tend to attract people who really really like me for who I am. There are not many. I don't have so many people in my circle. I've not had like so many relationships, but the ones that I did have, I was the one that actually remove myself from the situation. It wasn't because anybody broke up with me, right? So that's from a personality standpoint. But if you're not that kind of person, if you're kind of person that, you live with your emotions, you're very, very, loving, you're very giving, you're very, giving of your emotions and your, like, you're someone who lets your guard down, you're very vulnerable. Hey, I'm not a very vulnerable person. If you're very vulnerable, you let your guards down, you love quickly, that might technically be a problem for you because there's a high chance that you will attract people who don't like you as much and people who are there to use you, okay? So if I were to advise you, I would say you should try as much as possible to hold yourself and allow the person show you that they really, really like you before you start showing it back, okay? Don't be too quick to do too much just because you like somebody, okay? Don't be too quick to show love or declare love for somebody just because you like the person. Especially as a woman, for me, I feel like that's a very dangerous thing to do because you are basically leaving yourself vulnerable to men who might be there for the wrong reasons, okay? And now you go lose last. Now you the thing go pain pass, okay? Even if you and a man are even doing friends with benefits, now you the thing go pain pass, okay? Like, we've seen it time and time again. It's not a new thing. No matter how women want to form, or even me that I'm even forming like, oh, I'm not a very loving person. If I was doing friends with benefits with a guy, if I'm not careful, I would actually lose in that situation, okay? So for me personally, I would say hold yourself. Do not be too quick to give yourself to people. It might not be easy if that's your personality and that's the way you show love, but you need to actually try and reel it in, okay? Reel it in, hold it, hold yourself. Choose who chooses you. That's always me. I choose who chooses me. Oh. I like who likes me. I love who loves me. I don't even spend so much time looking for who doesn't like me or who don't. I like who likes me. I love who loves me, and it has worked for me all these years, okay? That's the best advice I can give you because I'm not somebody who typically falls under that category. The next one is, hi Adeze, looking beautiful as always. Thank you. Please, I need your wig plugs. My dear sister, I am my wig plug. Oh. Now me be the wig plug. That's what I do on this channel. Aside my vlogs, aside my sit down videos, and aside my other chit chat videos. Now we got a review every week. So please kindly check my channel and just go through it. You will see different wigs. Any wig you see me wearing, it is a wig I have reviewed on my channel. Okay. How are you doing? Really, how are you? Are you fine? Are you happy? Are you overwhelmed? Are you struggling but still grateful? How are you? Sending you all the love. Thank you. I really appreciate this. I like it. I appreciate this because you understand. Let me put it that way. I see you, you see me, okay? I see you, you see me. You are my people, okay? You are my people. You sound like somebody who you understand. I don't know how else to put this. Like, you understand, right? But yes, I'm fine. I'm actually fine. I'm actually good. I'm actually happy. I am a bit overwhelmed. Let me not lie. I'm a bit overwhelmed. I struggle here and there, but generally I'm happy. Generally I'm good. Generally I'm kosher. Hi Adeze, how is your health doing? I mean the one you left in school in Nigeria. You mean Amarachi? Amarachi is good. Amarachi is in final year. Amarachi is about to be done with school. Oh. I can't believe it. So yeah, Amarachi is good. Amarachi is fine. I'm just waiting to see her results. Let me see. If you're watching this video, Amarachi, I'm waiting to see your results. Now that time we go know whether you do fine or not. Hello Adeze, what advice do you have for a 25-year-old lady doing her masters and trying to figure out her life? What advice do I have for you? I would say that one thing that has helped me so far in life is just doing. Like the advice I gave the first person, just doing things, just being busy, just making progress. Small steps every day has helped me a lot. I'm not somebody who had her life figured out at any point. Even till now, I don't still have my life figured out. I'm just moving. I don't know what I want to do. Do you know, recently, I was just thinking, like recently, I mean, like even 2 days ago or yesterday, I was just thinking that, okay, where do I see myself in 10 years? You guys, I cannot answer that question. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I cannot answer that question. Where do I see myself in 2 years? I no fit answer that question. Okay, like that's how serious it is for me. And my life, what consoled me was that if I look back at my life, I've always been that way. I'm not somebody who, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. I've always wanted to be different things at different times in my life, but never with enough conviction. Like I've never said, oh, I want to be a doctor and work towards being a doctor. I've never been that kind of person. I admire people who are like that. Yeah, so for me, I feel like what has helped me so far to get to where I am today and what will still keep taking me so far is, first of all, is God. Okay, it's just God. It's by His grace, it's by His power, it's by His guidance, it's by His provision, it's by His love that I am where I am today, and I'm still going to go ahead and do well. My faith as well, my faith in God, that tells me that I'm always going to be fine no matter what. Like I always tell myself, you'll be fine. My life has never gone down. I've never been worse off. No matter the decision I make, no matter the mistakes I make, no matter the missteps I take, I've always been better off. Okay, so that confidence, that faith I have in God is something that has helped me. And then the last one is making progress, always doing something. Okay, always doing something. Sometimes I might even delay a bit, sometimes I might slack a bit, sometimes I might have this in what they call it now, something paralysis, like where you don't know where you go left or go right, so you're just standing in the middle, you're not just going anywhere. I've had it sometimes. However, I quickly snap out of it and I just keep doing what I know, and also be ready to try new things. Yeah, be ready to try new things. Like, you'll figure it out, don't worry. Like, things always work out. Just trust in God and have that belief that things will always work out for you. Okay. Hi Adeze, I enjoy watching you and your family. Been watching you from your DIY videos. Wow, you are a real OG. Oh. For you to be watching me from my DIY, no one any DIY videos. You don't say now. Thank you. She said, please share. She said, please share tips on your weight loss journey. Also, if you are comfortable with it, can you share your journey to having a personal relationship with God and how you maintain it? Okay, so weight loss in another video, but my personal relationship with God is basically just believing that God loves me and God wants a relationship with me. Okay, so no matter how I fall by the wayside, no matter how I forget myself sometimes, I always find my way back by first of all reading the Bible and listening to gospel, listening to the word of God, reading positive things, following pages on social media where they talk about God or talk about, their personal relationship with God. Just following some of those pages, following pastors, watching, sermons, going to church, reading your Bible. These are things that basically puts you in that frame of mind where you remember God. Because trust me, if you don't do these things, you will forget God. It's very, very easy to forget God because the world is trying to make you forget God. Okay, don't think that it's happening by mistake. Okay, don't think that the reason why you're not so devoted to God or you're not so devoted in your faith or you're not so strong in your faith is just some fluke, it's just some mistakes. No, don't be mistake. Oh, the devil is actively working. The God of this world is actively working. The systems he has put in place are actively working to make you forget God. So, my dear sister, keep your eyes on God, okay? Like, be smart. Think about it. Like, don't get carried away, okay? Don't get carried away. Don't think that some things that are happening around you can just be explained with science or explained with social theories. And no, it's the devil. I'm one of those people that everything is the devil. Now, whether directly or indirectly, now the devil cause I beg. So the next one is, hi Adeze, how are you and your family? I love watching you. My questions are, what are your sources of income for you to be able to be a stay-at-home mom? My sources of income, YouTube. Okay, AdSense from YouTube. When people watch my videos and watch the ads on my videos, I get paid for it, okay? And then sponsored videos, I do sponsorship like hair videos, talking about different products. That's how I make my money. Oh, it's very, very clear. Oh, then aside that, my husband gives me pocket money as well. So by the time I add all those things together, I have enough to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, I don't need to actually go and look for a job once I add all those things together, okay? That's a pocket money. Gives me an allowance. My brain was like, what's pocket money? My husband gives me an allowance every month that when I join to the one I make from YouTube and all of that is enough for me to decide not to go and look for a job. The next one is, are you planning on having any career? Again, like I said, I don't know. That's just the answer I can give you. I don't know. If it was before, I would have said, no, I don't know. I don't know what I'll be in the next 5 years. I don't know what I'll be in the next 10 years. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with myself. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. When I figure it out, I'll let you guys know, hopefully. Will you still have another baby in the future? God, I beg. 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 Which future? I never old rich. No, I'm not that old, please. But no, I'm not planning to have another baby. Again, I'm not. Like, Sophia was not even planned. That's, if you've been watching me, you know that, right? So she's saying, if not, will your husband be okay with it? I think I've said this thing on this channel before, but let me just say it again. My husband wanted one child. Okay? After I don't even mean, oh, before we got married, I wanted child. No, I mean, after I had Cora, my husband was done with having kids. He said he was okay with Cora as his only child. Now me fights, now me quarrel. I cannot just bring one child into this world when I have the ability to give the child a sibling. Like, no. If I couldn't get pregnant again, because I went through infertility for 4 years to have Cora, right? So if it's that after Cora I couldn't get pregnant again, it's all good, it's all fine, we would have been fine like that. But knowing that I had the ability to get pregnant again and give Cora a sibling, there's no way I would have just been okay with one child. So that was how I now got pregnant with Ava. Okay? And we were done, because I wanted only 2 children. We were actually done. Then my IUD now came out. I've told the story several times. You guys, you should know the story by now. So my dear, when it comes to agreed number of children, I've gotten. When it comes to increasing the number and insisting on having another one, I've done that. When it comes to, oh, I made a mistake, I did not know my this one, that one, and I got pregnant, I've done that. It's enough. It's enough, okay? Some people will come and say, and I'm just bringing it up because I've had such comments a lot about, oh, will you try for a boy? No, I'm not going to try for a boy, okay? When my kids grow up, their husbands will be my sons, right? And their male children, if they have male children, will be my grandsons, right? So I don't have that, because I've known that in life. Did I want to have a male child before? Yes, at some point I wanted to have a male child, but that ship has sailed. In fact, that ship sailed with Ava, right? One thing I always try to remind people is that nobody has 100% of what they've ever wanted in this life. If you see someone that has both boy and girl, they will say, why don't you try giving the boy a brother? Why don't you try giving the girl a sister? Okay, even if they have 5 boys and 5 girls, you see them say, oh, why don't you try making more money so I can take care of these children? If you make more money, why don't you try spending time with these children, because you are spending too much time working? If you start spending time with the children, why don't you try make, like, there's always something that's going to be missing from your life. I think it's just the human experience, right, to always long for one thing or the other. So knowing that, why won't I be satisfied with what I have already? Knowing that there's always going to be a longing for something that you don't have. Always. Nobody has it 100%. Even the ones that have all the money, all the children, all the luxuries in this life, there's still something in their life that they wish they had. So just, yeah, basically. What facial products do you use? You guys see, at this point, I can't even tell you guys about my skincare because I haven't gotten it on lockdown. Like, I haven't gotten it locked down, like, oh, these are the particular products I'm going to be using now and these, I'm fine with it. I haven't done that because I have tried so many products. I don't know which one is breaking me out. I don't know which one is causing issues for me. At some point, I scrapped everything that I had because I had this sunscreen that I thought the sunscreen was causing me to break out. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. So I removed the sunscreen. I was still breaking out. I removed other products. I was still breaking out. I scrapped everything and bought a new set, and things were improving. I'm still breaking out. So I don't know. I've always had pimples though. It's not like I've always had pimples. So the next one is, how did you have your vitamins stroke iron level checked in the UK and possibly gynecology appointment? I had requested a blood test, but the GP told me something has to be wrong and I can't have a routine check. Really? Yeah. Yeah. I never knew that though. You can't have a routine check. Why? That actually doesn't make sense to me. But for me, I was able to get my test done because when I moved from Nigeria here, the whole journey and stuff, I sprained something in my shoulder and I was going through chronic pain for a very long time. To think that now I don't have any of those pains again. Well, just a little, but no, I don't have those pains again. Hey, then I couldn't do this thing I just did now. This hand, the pain. Anyway, so after enduring for so long, I was like, I can't take it anymore because I wasn't even sleeping well. I went to the hospital and I told them about it, and they just booked me for a GP appointment. So while I was there, the GP now did blood tests for me. Why did he even do that blood test for me? Did I have any particular complaint? I did not. I didn't have any particular complaint, but he did the blood test for me. He also checked my BMI and all of those things. So maybe when he saw me and he knew that I was overweight, he wanted to just check all those things. I can't remember again now. But he just requested for me to do the blood test and all of that, right? Then for the gynecology appointment, the only one I have done was I went to tell them that I wanted to check my IUD because I put in IUD in Nigeria like some weeks before I came here. So I was supposed to do the 6 weeks check here. So I just went and told them and they checked it. A nurse actually checked it for me and that was it. Then they also called me to come and get pap smear done. They sent me a letter and I went there and I did my pap smear. So that's how I was able to get all these things done. But I'm surprised that you can't just go and say you want to check yourself. Wow. This is why Nigeria is better. Anyway, that's not good, yeah. So the next one is, how are you? Yes, I have questions. Number one, why so fine that my screen is on fire? Then number two, why haven't I received my free gift wigs even when I reside in the same city as you? Did I promise you wig and I didn't send it? I don't remember promising anybody wig I didn't send though. I sent out all the wigs that I promised people. Even the one I sent, that one I'm still waiting because it's gonna become an issue very soon. I sent 2 wigs out of the UK and they've not told me if they received it or not. I don't even think they've received it, to be honest. I've not even tracked it, sha. But this FedEx, who did I even use? I used FedEx and I used Royal Mail. No, I used Royal Mail and Every. People should not try Mail. You should better make sure you deliver my wigs. So this person, I don't really know your name, but if you live in my city, send me a DM, okay? Hi Adeze, hope you are doing well. Will YouTube Saturday live ever come back? I know you're resting. I just want to ask if there's any hope for us that enjoy it. You guys, I know you guys enjoy it. I also enjoy it. That's the funny part. I also enjoy it. But because of the way my life is set up right now, my weekends are always very busy. Okay, in fact, I wish someone else can be doing the live so I can be listening to live. So while I do my work, right? My weekends are always very busy because on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, today's a Friday, my kids, all of them go to school. So that is when I now film my videos. Before, I used to film on Saturday because Sophia was always with me at home, right? I used to film on Saturday. But now, because Sophia and the other kids go to school, the other kids go every day. Sophia goes Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's when I film my wig reviews. Then on Saturdays, I either clean the house, cook, then take my kids out for different things. Like tomorrow now, they have a birthday party to attend. So my weekends are always busy. However, let's just see how it goes, right? Let's see how it goes. Like, I need to bring it back because I really miss it. I loved having those conversations with you guys, just laughing and chatting, and just, I really, really loved it. So yeah, I'll try and bring it back. But yeah, that's it. Those are all the questions. Again, I'm going to film another video and talk about my weight loss in general, even though I try to avoid talking about this weight loss because I feel like the devil. I feel like my enemies, anytime I come here and announce that I'm losing weight, I'm trying to lose weight, this is what I'm doing to try and lose weight, they always come and put K-leg for me. They know themselves, they are watching. I'm just joking, but yeah, I feel like anytime I make a video about weight loss, I start falling by the wayside almost immediately. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just, oh, the gratification of talking about it, you know. But yeah, I'll make a video and tell you guys everything that I am doing and what I intend to do moving forward, because this one is just phase one. No, my weight loss is in two phases. Phase one is to get to a normal weight, right? I'm still overweight, but a normal overweight because I was obese before, right? So my phase one is to get to a normal weight. Then my phase two is to get to a healthy weight. If I tell people the number that I put in my head, people will say, you want to look like stick. Yes, I want to look like stick first. So that when I fall by the wayside, I'll now look normal. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.